Hello, my name is Trugbomb, and I'm going to be doing a quick little playthrough of Diablo 2. I'm going to at least try to get through normal. As you can see, I'm playing on my druid right here. I'm not sure what I want to go yet. I'm just going to kind of pick and choose as I go. I have a basic understanding of the game. I have played it, and I understand how different rune words work. But my plan is to just play through and enjoy this game. So for my first quest, I need to go and head into town. For anyone who's never played this game before, it's a top-down action RPG, and it's very fun. So the main concept of the game is you got yourself quests. So you have 5 acts. I am playing on the expansion, and we have 6 different quests in each act. So I have to go through and complete them all. Now, the first quest, if you've ever played this game, you would know it's Akara, the Den of Evil. So that was a basic thing. I have a den to go out and defeat. So I gotta go leave the rogue's encampment and go and find the den. I plan on just allowing the quests to go through any text that the people I'm meeting. I guess I can kind of go over the basic ideas of the town. Every town will have some sort of gambler. His name's Geed. Geed's not that important. All he does is he has a bunch of items that I can potentially buy, but they are unidentified. And once I buy them, then I will receive whatever they are. Sometimes they're completely useless, and sometimes they are some insane item that I could use. But obviously it's gambling, so you don't know what you're getting. More than likely than not, you're not. So this is the blacksmith. Has a few weapons that I can try to buy, different armors. Some of them will have sockets, as you can see. You can put different items that you receive throughout the game. And finally, we have what I'm going to call the potion seller. And the potion seller essentially, sells potions, typically has some class-based abilities and items, such as the scepter for the paladin, some wands for the necromancer, and staves for the sorcerer. Typically, each act has different weapons unique to each class. And finally, we have, her name is Kasha, but she is the kind of the mercenary. So every act has a different mercenary that you will see in the future when I get to that quest. But I'm going to go around and just do the blood more, kill minions, and try to level up so I can show you the fun aspect of the game. So, pretty easy. You just go in and left click them, beat up some zombies, and they drop items. If I think it's tilde, yeah. You pick up town scrolls. And here I have just my inventory. I just picked up a town scroll there. Now I got 2 town scrolls and 1 scroll of identify, which I will explain later when I get it. And I have the club and the buckler. This increases my damage by 50%. It looks like 60%, but the 5 is different in this game. That used to confuse me a lot when I was younger. It's just the font they use. So let's just kill some more. Pick up some random stuff that I can sell later. I will probably not be keeping that bolts. It is quantity 71, but typically it's not worth a lot of money, so I might just throw those away in favor of something more expensive. Now typically I should be taking off my shield because it slows me down, but I'm not planning on trying to rush through this at all. Just enjoy myself doing different quests. Pick up some money, just keep playing around, and I'm going to be looking out for a cave in this area. This first area is the Bloodmoor. Pretty infamous area. Has the first quest that I'm pretty sure anyone who's ever heard of this game knows of the Den of Evil. Well, I finally have received my first new skills and stats. So here I have the stats that I'm going to be taking. Stats will allow you to get access to different items, but mainly the strategy is to put everything in vitality and anything in strength if you need it for gear, and occasionally dexterity for gear. But you just put them all in. I'm also using, by the way, a pluggy mod. It's a mod that allows you to, I can reset skill points whenever I want to. I don't want to, but it basically allows the game to be a lot more single player based and a lot more accessible. So here's where I get to decide. So now I don't know if Elemental is, in my opinion, really easy to play and is a lot of fun, but I don't know. I've done it before. I've done summoning builds before, so I think I'm going to go for a shape-shifting build. So here we have the skill point Werewolf. It transforms me into a werewolf, one of the things that a druid can do. It costs 15 mana. It increases my life by 25%, my stamina bonus by 25%, and it lasts for 40 seconds. And my first level, my attack rating is increased by 50%, and my attack speed is increased by 20%. And it receives bonus from Lycanthropy, which, here it is. So I think I'm going to go for it. So, obviously at any point I can allocate my skills. Now, in true nature of this game, you only get access to this skill reset every so often in the game, but obviously we're in a different age now. We have access to mods that allow us to do it whenever we want to. So anyways, I'm gonna just stick with this. So here I have my different skills that I can use. Throw if I ever have a throw item, unsummon if I have a summoned creature, my town portal, and my identify. I can just quickly warp around. Not going to worry about that right now. But basically I'm just going to put, I can set them as hotkeys on my F1, F2 keys. So what I'm going to do, put that on F1, F1, F2, transform into a wolf, and I'm good to go. Now I should be able to attack way quicker and run around and kill everything in sight. So that's the first plan. Okay, this is great. I can show you guys how to use the scroll of identity, which identify, which allows you to access the information from an unidentified object, which is completely random, and this is the fun in the game. You get to acquire so many different items, so many unique things at every time you play. So this one is a Grand Charm of Dexterity, which is great because this is going to allow me to just have higher dexterity. Dexterity, for your information, increases my attack rating, my chance to hit, increases my chance to hit, and my chance to block. Now, normally that doesn't matter too much with a lot of builds, but if you're in melee like me, this is going to matter a lot more, so dexterity is quite useful for me. But I'm just going to keep going around clearing stuff. Found a locked chest, so I'm going to have to look out for a key later, or I might forget about it. Okay, now I can transform into a wolf, so I'm going to. Ooh, a skill shrine. Skill shrines are great, because what they effectively do is if I open up my tree, instead of having 1 on the number, it has 3. So it effectively acts like extra skill points for your stats. There, I just picked up a helmet that I just picked up. But as you can see now, I have basically what would be level 3. So this is just going to allow me to quickly clear stuff. I think it'll make my lycanthropy last longer. Right now I'm just kind of picking up everything I see and just killing everything. In a moment I will be running over. Let's see, I picked up a helmet. Looks like it's already equipped. Over there is a lady that leads to the next area and has a quest that I can do later on, but I'm just going to ignore her for now. I already have a basic idea of what's going on in the story, so I'm not too worried. Just going to drink this potion. Mana pots. Mana is probably the one thing that you don't you don't spend any points on because you need that HP to survive, but it is very good to have the option to run around and do whatever. Stamina potion, I'm going to drink that so I can keep running. This is going to make sure my stamina bar doesn't run out, which if it runs out, I will enter this walking motion, which right here. And the more I'm running, the faster I can move around and attack every minion that I see. Now I picked up some armor. That should increase the stats. That'll increase my defense. But right now at this low level, lycanthropy is good. It increases my HP, which is great, but it's not necessary, and I can pretty much still one-shot everything with my weapon. Not much I can do right now. Just acquire loot and look around for this den of evil. Some more arrows. There we go. Just leveled up again. So I'm going to keep putting points into vitality. This is going to allow me to keep getting that HP. And so now this is great. Lycanthropy will increase the duration of my werewolf or werebear form. So I'm going to increase this and increase it by 40 seconds. So then I don't have to keep constantly activating it. Which is great. Because I don't want to just keep having to spam this ability. Especially because it costs so much mana. So now it's going to last twice as long. Well, I basically ran everywhere around it, but I finally found the Den of Evil. So let's vanquish the Den of Evil. And it says, the quest is to kill all monsters. So, time to go and rip apart all of them. So that's the basic idea of this game. It gets a lot more complex, a lot more dangerous. It's a lot easier to die, and it's a lot of fun. But I'm going to try to break through everything that I can as quick as I can and wrap this up. My inventory's looking pretty good. I mean, I am full, but I can drop it. I'll probably drop a town portal at the end. Looks like I'm missing a lot here. Oh yeah, that's right. Little fallen demons. Get up back here. Get back here. Oh, they're resurrecting. Means there's a fallen shaman back here resurrecting them. These guys are very common in the first act. You'll see many variations of these guys all over the game. So you get used to them as you play. If you see those little guys, you'll get used to the big guys. The shamans rezzing them. Let's keep that werewolf form up. Keep my HP high. Oh, I just found another interesting item that I can't use yet because I don't have a scroll, but I'll just keep it in my inventory in case I need it later. It might be it's a unique club, which means it can have extra stats, it could have skill points, it could have a lot of cool things. Now my objective is to kill everything in the Den of Evil, so that is what I'm going to be doing. Got some extra mana, that's great because this is going to allow me to instantly transform back in case I lose my form. I'm back here. Looks like another stamina potion. Another mana potion. All that's great. Should be good because I got this well here that will heal me up, give me mana, and give me stamina. Another shaman sitting here. Let me just smack you to death. A guitar. I don't really need the HP pot. This first area is very much an introduction to the game. But if I ever get surrounded, I can always drink HP pots. I'll just drink one now. And then instantly I can loot another HP pot. A lot of the items I'm seeing on the ground are really not that useful, so I'm going to try to ignore them. But I can take stuff like this short sword and throw out these bolts. Bolts don't sell for as much as a weapon. So, alright, now I found the rare set of mobs in this area. Rare mobs are great because they have a better chance to drop loot and they give you more experience when you kill them. Now I gotta be careful because he hits for a lot more damage than any normal mobs. So I'm gonna try to be careful while I kill these guys. To only take one at a time. Keep my HP up just in case. But should be good to just wail at corpse fire now. Come on. There we go. So it looks like we got some nice gear. I'm going to attempt to make room for this. I've just used my town portal, which will allow me to go back to town, obviously. But I'm not going to take it yet until I defeat every enemy in the Den of Evil. Which I think there's only a few left. In a moment, it should tell me that there are, you know, X amount of minions left. But it looks like on that right side of the map. By the way, if this map is distracting, let me know and I will try to... I can try to take it away, but it's quite useful to have just on the screen. I don't really pay attention too much to it. It kind of just is there. But I do use it quite a bit to see exactly where I'm running to, where I'm going. Leveled up again. I think I'm going to keep increasing my vitality. I've not run into any gear problems yet. And I don't actually remember where I'm going to be running into them. And while I could increase my attack rating and attack speed by 8% and 5%, I think I'm just going to keep increasing my duration. So now it's 100 seconds, which is great. Just less time I have to think about activating it and reactivating it. Here's something nice. I found a identification scroll. Oh, my bad. I clicked out of the game. Oop. So I'm going to identify this armor. It has enhanced defense. So instead of 11, I have 21. So I will just take that and use that instead. So it looks like there's probably a group of fallen minions around here, because usually those guys take up a lot of minion space in here, and I would be right. Let me see if I can kill all these guys real quick. Just a scepter. Alright, so my quest log appeared, which means that's when 5 minions are left. And unfortunately, 2 of them are shamans. Let's kill them before they resurrect all of the minions I just killed. And there we go. And so now the Den of Evil is cleared. And I've cleansed the Den of Evil and have completed my first quest. And my druid thinks the same. It was very easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to my portal that I've created and finish up my quest.